Hey everybody, so today I'm gonna finally start the swag for my front door, or Garland, I think you'll actually call it. Sorry about that, I made a mistake, but I've got a lot of stuff going on here, as you can see, because I've never done this before. Let's start there. And I don't know how much of this I'm actually going to need. So, as you see, this is all Dollar Tree stuff. Let's start with these. I've got all these little different pumpkins. And they've all got little flowers or berries or what have you on them. So we've got a bunch of those. And then I've got a bunch of the little faux Indian corn. And I also got these little bean guys, little scarecrows. We've got a few of those. And I've also got 2 of the Brooms. I'm not sure how I'm going to incorporate those, but I will. And then I've got some of these picks. I got them because of the leaves and berries, so I'm going to figure out a way to attach those also. Then I've got like a whole bag of just different DT ribbon, all different kinds of the fall color ones. So I'll be adding those as well. And I'm going to try not to make this long. So first things first, I think I'm going to do it in 2 sections because it'll be too long to try to do it all in one continuous section. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is just use some floral wire to attach these together, or maybe just a zip tie will do, actually. Let's do that. Get my zip ties, because that'll probably work just as well, if not better, than the wire. Probably should have had these out already. Sorry, guys. So, where the circles are, I'm just going to attach a zip tie to hold them together. Well, that was pretty easy. So maybe I will use 2 just because I'm going to be on the safe side that this will stay together. Okay. So now that we have that together, I'm going to need some pipe cleaners, actually. That much I know. And what I'm going to do, like I said, guys, I've not done this before, so bear with me. So what I think I want to do first is add some of the Dollar Tree fall deco mesh. And hopefully I have enough. So what we're going to do is just start by adding mesh. And what I'm going to do is just twist using whole zip ties because I want to be able to add, you know, a few layers of the mesh on here. So I'm just going to make a little poof, kind of. A loose one. And then add another pipe cleaner. I've been plotting to do this, guys, for the longest. I just haven't had a chance because I've been doing all of my orders. And I still have other orders I gotta do, but if I don't just take the time to stop and do this, fall will be over. All right. Not sure how this is gonna come out, but we're gonna attempt it. So I'm just twisting the pipe cleaner on with 2 twists. I hope I have more of this color pipe cleaners, I'm not sure, but, and I'm not, you know, measuring or doing any exact, just kind of adding it on. I don't think it needs to be exact, but I'll just do the same exact process on the other 2. So just adding it. And then I'm going to go back in and add the orange and the yellow. It's just going to make our little garland fuller. And I hope this comes out nice because we certainly bought a ton of stuff to do this. So just keep adding our pipe cleaners on. And just to share that pink and white skeleton wreath that I did in my previous video is already gone. So that was nice. Made me feel good. Didn't take long. I had a feeling somebody would buy that one quickly. It was different. Or I think it was a unique piece anyway. All right, so this is our last one. And all I'm going to do is just add to this whole thing. Layering. Oops, that's not even. Hold on. Okay. So there we have that. And I'm just going to cut this, leaving a little bit hanging. So that was our first one. Now I'm going to go in with the yellow and do the same thing. So I can actually start right here since I have the end of this one handy. And we'll add this one. And add 2 twists. And just keep going. Just like we did with the brown. Oops. Okay, so you get the point of what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and add the yellow and the orange, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so, oops, I got that all added. And what I ended up doing, which I should have thought of from the beginning, was just taking all 3 of them, all 3 of the rolls, and just attaching them all at the same time. But I didn't think of that, but I did think of it. And I just did these two at the same time. So on the next one, I will just make sure that I do all three at once. Quite a time saver. And it also makes for a smaller bunch on your pipe cleaner. Okay, so we've got that all attached. And my plan is to get all the ribbon things that I'm planning on doing on here first. And then going back in, oh shoot, I should have done this too. All right, so, but that might have been too much to handle to do all three mesh and this. So I'm gonna add this green ribbon. And what I can do though, I'm just gonna make sure I have enough of everything to do it more than once so that it matches the other side. So now I'm going to do the same thing with these. Just going to add these as well. I'm hoping this is going to work because it's wired, so I mean, can we do that with that? Or should I just do bows with that? We'll see. Let's see how it turns out. Because you know where it's wired, it will bend a lot, but hopefully it'll work like I think it will. So we'll just go through and add these, and hopefully it's long enough to go down the whole stretch. We'll find out. Like I said, I've not done this before. I just had it in my mind. And hopefully it works out the way I think it's going to. And then after this, I think I'll start working on bows, because I want to add some bows. And then I'll add all the other bigger stuff last, because I'll be trying to hot glue it on there, which this might have some weight to it at the end. So, and like I said, I'm not measuring or anything, just gonna add it all. And at the end, when I make the two of them, I will just cinch the two together with the, what is it? Zip tie. Couldn't think of it. Oh, goodness. Well, we almost made it to the end. Good to know. So let's take this off in here, which, that's okay. We'll leave that hanging. This will be at the bottom. That's okay. It's quite fine. It gives me an ending point on both sides, actually. Okay, so now that we've done that, I want to make some bows. I just have to make sure I've got two of everything I'm doing. And so I don't have two of these, so we'll figure something else out with that. And I'll just do this, because I know I have that. And then another one of these. Okay. So, all right. Just checking to make sure I have enough of everything. So the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to make a few bows. And I'm going to add bows to the garland. So I'm going to make a few bows and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's our first bow I made. I didn't bother using my easy bow because I don't necessarily want these to be like these neat, pristine, perfect bows. So I'll show you what I did to make it. It was very easy. Just decided on the length. I really didn't measure these either. I don't want it to be all, like I said, all perfect. So I just folded it around itself, making sure that I can make 2 loops on each side. So there's 2 and 2. And I just cut it. And then I went with the next color and just eye gauged it a little shorter than the first one. Wrapped that around itself to get 2 out of this one as well. And we will cut that. And I'm going to save these little pieces too, because those will not be wasted. I put that there. Then the same thing with this one. Make it a little shorter than the one before. Just wrapping it around itself to make sure I can get 2. And what I mean with 2 is there's 2 on this side, and it looks like 3 on that side because there's the one that, you know, we didn't double around twice. And I just set that on top of there. And then the same thing with this one. We just made this one a little smaller. One more time around. And we'll cut that. And then I just put it in the middle of that one. And then I just made cuts on each side. Be careful not to go too far. Then I took a little bit of floral wire. I wasn't going to do this on camera, but I figure somebody might say in the comments, well, you didn't show us how you made your bow. So, usually when I make my great big bows, I'll get out my easy bow. But for these, I'm not going to do that. There's always a million different ways you can make a bow. And I just pulled these out on either side. Easy peasy. Pull out the next one and the next one. And I just let the extra piece in the middle come out kind of like a tail. Not kind of, it actually is. And then pull this out as well. And then we have our little messy bow. And then just fluff it out, make sure all our pieces are where we want them. And there's that. Pretty easy. So now what I'm thinking is, I know that made 2, so that'll make 2 more. So I'm only going to add 2 of these to this. So this is, how many sections do we have? So it's in the same section. So I'm going to add this one. Where am I going to put this? I'm trying to decide, am I going to add it to the bunches that are already there? Trying to decide which is the best way to do this. Maybe this one right here. And I'm still gonna leave my pipe cleaners out in case I need them for some reason or another. If not, I will cut them off. So I made a few twists and a bow. Cut that off of there. See? And then it goes like so. And I think that's pretty. Then I'll add another one. Right here. And hopefully these will all be placed in a good spot when I get done. If not, we'll have to make some bows out of something a little different. Okay, so now we've added 2 bows. And I know I have a lot of stuff going on here, but we're gonna work it out. So I'm gonna leave those out because I think what I might do with the extra, these 2. Oops. Really want this on the outside. Let's do this and add this right here. So you never throw out and waste. We'll use every single bit we can. I'll just crunch this in the center and add this to the second to the bottom, like so. And just fan those out a little, like that. Simple. We're just gonna build this thing as we go, guys. And I think I've got enough on here to do one more. Just cut this off of here. Okay. I'll add another one right here. And this is definitely not going to be complete same everywhere, but you forget where I'm going with this. So I'm gonna move that. And if I have enough where I can add more, I will. But so far, I think it's coming out pretty. So now what I want to do is figure out how I can add some of our leaves and such. I probably should have heated up my glue pot. So what I want to do, or what I can do actually down here, is just take a few of the leaves. So I think I've got enough of them. And just add them right to the pipe cleaner. What I might do is add a little glue on there just to be sure that it's gonna stay put. Just twist and add a couple to this one. Then with this one, I think what I'll do is add a piece of corn. Just attach it right by its stalk with a little glue. Get that in a second. That way we've got some glue hanging. I'll add a corn cob to this one. I'm just gonna go in and add all that pretty stuff. Just twist that a couple of times. I think it's coming along cute. So now, take and add another corn. Making sure I save, what am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, and I got 4 for the other one as well. Gotta make sure I remember I gotta do this twice. So whatever I do on this, I have to do on the other one too. Okay, so let's see, what else do we have? Did we hit something on everywhere? No, we didn't. So we need some of these down here. What I think I'll do is not waste this little piece. This is why I was saying I wasn't gonna throw any of our little leftover stuff away, because I can take that little extra piece and this little extra piece and add them. Here's the other part. And add them right here. Let me just get my glue gun and add a little drop of glue. Without burning myself. And I'm only adding the glue because this is going to hang on my door. And I just want to make sure it's going to stay. Fan those out. I think it's pretty. Okay. So we've added that, and we still got a few leaves left. What I think I'll do is put a little glue and have that come out of our bow right in there. And add one right over here. You know, just a little leaves. I don't want to leave anything unused. I have one right there too, around the corn. Okay, so we've got that. And the brooms I'm gonna add absolutely last because there's only two, and I'll have to figure out where they're gonna go. Oh, and I forgot I have a little wrap here too. So why don't we add a little of that? This stuff is so messy. But no rhyme or reason. I'm just gonna cut some and add it to a tie. And just fan it out a little. Perfect. Just gonna cut a chunk. Add some right here. Add a piece right here. Just filling it in. Oh, I love it. Okay. So let's move this out of the way. Got little unorganized, but it's all right. Okay, so now that we've added our corn, we've got a couple of nice bows. And now I gotta figure out our little scarecrow dudes. So how many of these do we have? So make sure I get, so we can do 2 and 2. So I'm trying to think of the best place to add these guys because they've got a little weight to them. So I think I'll do is sit it next to the corn because I can't put it near the bow. And like I said, these got a little weight to them. So what is the best way? Maybe I'll do this and add a pipe cleaner to the top of his head. There we go. And then I can attach him wherever I want to. So, hold the phone, guys. So maybe hang him right here with our corn. Yeah, why not? As long as they're on there. And I am not cutting my pipe cleaners off, I'm leaving them. I'll put this one right over there. And actually I can cut this pipe cleaner in half. I really don't need a whole one for that. Put this right here. Twist it on really good. Oops. actually twist this right on here. So we'll have some corn and a little scarecrow guy. And some leaves and some raffia. There. I think that's adorable. Okay, so I hope I've got these all in a good spot when I clip all these together, or I don't know what to tell you. But we'll see. Okay, so now I want to just add a couple of pumpkins, dress this up. So I'm just going to glue them right on so that they're sitting in a way that you can see them. Just plop it right on there. It'll be interesting to see how I hang this on my door now. Add one over there. But I'm glad I'm finally getting to this. Okay, so I think that's pretty good for this one, right? I think I've got everything I've needed to add, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make the other one, and then we can string them together and I'll hang it up on a doorway and show you what it looks like. Sorry if I'm dragging this out, I'm really not trying to, but this is what we have so far, guys, and I think it's really super cute. And what I might do is take some of this raffia and just glue some bunches of it around my bow. Or actually just make a little bow. That's an even better idea. Out of the raffia itself. Like so. Put a drop of glue in there. Glue that baby right in there. That's cute. And then drop right on top. You won't even notice that. Oh, that was a good idea. So just take a chunk, cut it off of here, and then use a piece, if I can get it to not break. Let's use this piece. Just wind it around itself. There we go. And I'll do the same thing to the other bow. Told you I didn't have a real plan. Just going. There. Oh, that's even cuter. Okay. All right, guys. So we've got our first part of our door garland made. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. And I'll be back when I have the second one finished. Okay, guys. So I've made our second one, which is probably not identical, but the same amount of things as the first one. So this is our other garland, and it's all finished, and it went by faster on the second one. Once, you know, I did it once, it was easier to do it the second time. So what I'm going to do is, because this is so big, it's kind of hard. As you see, I got the other one back here. What I'm going to do is take them downstairs to the door, and I'm going to probably hang it first, start attaching it to hang it, and then attach them together because it's too big and awkward. But I do have some extra corn and extra pumpkin and ribbon. Once I string it together, if I see a spot that needs a little something, I'll add to it. But for now, this is everything. It's really, really super cute. I hope you can see all the detail in it. Again, I'm going to get it strung up on the door, and then I'll take a photo of it outside so you can really get the full effect of it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Once you get it hung, you can fluff these individual ribbons out more, you know, to showcase them. But I just wanted to show you how I was putting it together first. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for coming and joining and watching this one. It was super fun to make, all Dollar Tree. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm going to go outside, even though it's raining, and try to figure out how to hang this. See you guys with the next one. Have a good day.